Cosmic Crucible changes go live tonight. In this video, I'm talking about my plans and showing my initial defensive setup, why I'm waiting to complete the Famine Scourge till closer to the end, and maybe you should as well. And where has tower mode gone? We've seen a data mine about it. What happened? We're talking all about that and the rest of your questions in the mailbag because it is Monday. So you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Happy Mailbag Monday, Valley Club. I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button for more Marvel Strike Force content. And if you're returning, welcome back. We have a lot to discuss today. Cosmic Crucible changes, why I'm waiting to do my next Famine Scourge run, and maybe you should as well. And where's tower mode? And we got a lot of questions from the mailbag about all kind of topics on Marvel Strike Force. But before we get to that, we want to mention the sponsor of this video, NordPass. Have you ever wondered what could happen if your Facebook account got hacked? Well, let me tell you, hackers would get access to all of your accounts linked to Facebook, as well as your personal info, credit card details, and more. What a nightmare. But NordPass can help you avoid all of this, and a big shout out to the folks over at NordPass for sponsoring this video. What is NordPass, you may ask? Well, NordPass is an easy-to-use secure password manager from the same cybersecurity experts that built NordVPN, the secure privacy app with over 14 million users worldwide. Not only does NordPass allow you to store all of your passwords in one place, it can save you a ton of time because NordPass syncs all of your data across up to 6 of your devices. NordPass can also generate secure passwords for you, so you can stop using common passwords like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or some variation of your name. And the best part about NordPass, it's a zero-knowledge password manager, which means no one but you can see your encrypted data, not even the folks over at NordPass. So get secure now. Use my exclusive NordPass deal and get an additional month for free. Just go to nordpass.com/ValleyFlyin. The link is also in the description, or you could use the code ValleyFlyin at checkout. And with their 30-day money-back guarantee, there's really no reason not to check out NordPass today. Yeah, so once again, big shout out to the sponsor of this video, NordPass. And if you want to simplify things around your passwords, generating, securing things, make sure you use the link down below to check them out. But without further ado, let's go right into the game and talk about why I have not done any Scourge runs this past weekend. The main reason is because I am building up my Young Avengers. Apparently, A-Force, not really valuable in Scourge. Inhumans, not really valuable in Scourge. It's all around these Young Avengers here. And maybe you could use Inhumans and A-Force for a cleanup on Node 10, but this is the main team. So what I want to do, get everybody up to level 87, get as much gear on them. I know they're a dirty war defense team, and this may be hindering me in the future, but I want to try to get as max possible score for the Scourge event, but I'm waiting till these guys are built up. I don't want to have to do run after run after run, and then, oh, Echo now is level 87. Let me go do another run. That's what I did for Morgan Le Fay, and I did many runs, used a lot of time, and there was only a few runs that were actually important. So I'm waiting till the last minute. If you guys want to save some time, you could do that as well. The other thing I want to do is check out the scores to see where I'm going to be in the ranking rewards. What is the target score that I have to be? So that is why I'm waiting, and maybe you should as well. But without further ado, it is now time to get to your questions from the mailbag. And if you want to get one of your questions potentially answered in these Monday mailbag videos, make sure you're a member of the Discord. The link is down below. Let's go check out the mailbag questions this week. All right, our first question of the week, this is from a guy with long mailbag questions. I like that name, brother. All right, hey Valley, I had an interesting idea. I want some thoughts. All right, I will give you my thoughts, my brother. To ease the bottlenecks of the game, maybe they should put a trading feature added to the game. Hey, anything to ease the bottlenecks would be good. I like this trading feature. This has been suggested many times. It might have been you. I suggested it a long time ago. TLDR on the feature in my mind is that you'll be able to trade resources between alliance mates. I like this idea. There's been people asking for, you go in and trade up a certain amount of blue gear. You could get some purple gear. You trade on your purple gear, you get some orange gear. You trade up a lot of purple gear, or excuse me, your orange gear, and to get some teal gear with the bad exchange ratio. But at least some of this older gear that we're never going to use could be used for something that is current in the game. But I like this idea better with alliance mates because not only are you completing raids together, not only you're doing events together in certain times, but this is something that is going to allow you to help your other alliance mates catch up, let them get better in the raids and help you out in long term, helping out with war and all that stuff. I like this idea. I know some of my alliance mates have excess gold while others have excess training match, so the feature would allow them to exchange gold and training match between each other. Cap would be 1 exchange per day, just so you can infinitely exchange. Makes it more appealing to Scopely, I guess. Yeah, I think not just cap on 1 per day, but the amount of resources that you could do per day, I think would be decent. I think that's what you're saying though. But the exchange could be any resource, whether it be gold, training match, or a specific type of gear, not fully crafted, but you can choose any amount of single type of gear piece, such as Celestial Lattice. Oh, I think everybody's short on Celestial Lattice, but maybe there's someone that's a whale in your alliance and has all those Mystic teams done to have an excess of that. That would be awesome. You could coordinate like that. That's a cool idea. Is to me, I don't know if others would appreciate it. Assuming this feature is considered by Scopely. Who knows if they do it right or if it bug corrupt the resource transferring between accounts. Let me know what you think. I think it's a great idea. Would Scopely go for this? I don't know. Before last Friday's blog post addressing the concerns of the community, all these milestones concerned and doing it the right way, I would have said no. But now, with all of our complaining, pushing for something that was needed, was correct in the game, we know that they are listening to the community. So I'm a little more hopeful that they will do this nowadays, and hopefully what they said about addressing the bugs and their action step going forward with all the bugs is true, and will allow them to work on more new features like this, which help alliance mates, and not just constantly patching the bugs and and doing damage control. So yeah, I like the idea. All right, hey ValleyFlyin, notice Gambit is a party animal character for the Valkyrie event. I think it would be a good idea if the shards were in the event orb. I do as well. Let's go take a look at that party animal trait here in the game. See which characters could potentially be in that orb for the Valkyrie event whenever she comes out in the game. All right. But let me finish with this question. People would love having a chance to get more Gambit shards that win for the community. Yes, that is very true. Plus, it would drain a lot of power cores from people trying to get those Gambit shards. And in reality, people were getting very few amount for the power cores they spend, which is a Scopely win. Sounds like a win-win-win. Any chance of this happening? So they've done these kind of things in the past with putting good characters in those event campaign orbs. They've done recent characters, but they've also had none of those characters. So I'd say it's more often than not, they don't put the newer meta characters in those orbs, but sometimes they do. Let's go take a look in game and see which are likely candidates. Nico Minoru, I think, is a questionable one. Maybe she will be, maybe she's not. She's a newer character and she is a Scourge character, so maybe not. But I think this event is gonna run sometime after Scourge ends. Mighty Thor, I don't think she's gonna be there, especially because she's in an event going on right now. That was her release method. Yes, Scopely did the right thing and allowed everybody to unlock her, but I don't think that she was in the plans for this. Squirrel Girl, probably. Jubilee is a legendary character, so no orbs, no shards there. Ghost Rider, probably yes. Moondragon is farmable, so yes. Beast, yes. Iceman, yes. Scarlet Spider, no. For some reason, they are holding back on those Scarlet Spider shards. Spider-Punk, probably. He's gonna be farmable, or sort of farmable. He's going to the arena orb soon, and he's in one of those passes. American Chavez, yes. Longshot, no. Kate Bishop, I think that is a very questionable one. I would love it if she was there, though. Rocket, Nerd, Multiple Man, Sif, yes. Gambit and Dazzler are the questionable ones. We know Valkyrie's going to be in there because it's for her event. I would say it's unlikely, but it is. It's not a 0% chance. So hopefully they do that as well. I think it'd be a good thing for the community. All right. Hey Valley, what are your thoughts on Rogue being a horseman of Apocalypse and still being a hero? Whenever a hero becomes a horseman, they're literally evil, corrupted, like when Angel became Archangel in the comics. Maybe Scope releases Apocalypse, they can give her the villain trait when paired with his team. So what I was hoping for, as soon as Thanos got that empowered trait back in the day, making a normal Thanos and an empowered Thanos, I immediately thought of Apocalypse, because Archangel, you can make like a normal angel, but when he's on the field with Apocalypse, he gets empowered, and then he's Archangel, and he's the evil villain. I don't know if the traits would matter. I guess there's certain game modes that traits would matter. So I would like to see them do something like that with empowered. So you got the normal rogue, but then you have another empowered version. And I think they could hold off on releasing y'all the information on that until it gets closer to Apocalypse. But that's what I would like to see happen. And I don't think it's that much of a problem if she's a hero in the game and then has that trait there with that makes her a villain when she's Apocalypse, or when she's with Apocalypse in that empowered state. All right, here again with actual questions. Nice. All right, and this one's not that long. With Crucible rules, which team would you recommend putting on as new defense? On the contrary, which team would you recommend putting on offense in each of our new funky rooms? All right, well, I'll go take a look at what I've done. I'll show you guys that. We'll talk about some of my strategies going into day one. I think there's gonna be some experimentation, so I don't think we'll get the full breadth of this until we actually get to play this. So I think we'll have better strategies later in the week, but yeah, this is what I'm going with right now. So this hybrid of Heroes for Hire with Shang-Chi and Doc Ock make it a little tough. This is beatable, but definitely can get tricky if you underestimate this Doc Ock or this Shang-Chi. Web Warriors are there. I don't think they have a lot of value on offense because they're very defense or very RNG based. So I place them on defense. We have this mutant node here. The new rules on crit. Mutant characters bury yourself for 15% of their max health. The crits are really good with the Dad Bros. So Dad Bros are a good option here. I went with my Axemen and then put a few of the newer X-Men there, so with few of the new unlimited X-Men, and then defending characters is just a normal bonus here, but mutant characters were more bonus. This is a defensive room designed for that unlimited X-Men, so as soon as that full team is built up, which you can see, Gambit, Dazzler very low. This may be not the best team. Kitty Pryde and Iceman may be better right now just based on where their power level is, but these guys are designed to be Crucible teams. All right, Defenders Advantage. City Mystic characters, there's not a lot of them, and I've seen some suspicion on Reddit. Does this mean that Hand is getting a rework? Because there's a lot of City Mystic characters there. We did what we could and then made it a little more annoying with Dormammu. So City Mystic, City Mystic, City Mystic, and City Mystic for all of them. Dormammu's not, but he's gonna bring these characters back to life. Could be very annoying, so this is what I'm going with room 4. Wondering, let me know your thoughts. Do you think this means something for the future? All right, we're going with Pasley character, this one. This one actually had no changes. So I left the Wakandans here. Unfortunately, Young Avengers can counter this pretty easily, so that might not be the best place, especially with these low non-Shuri Wakandans there. And then skill characters. I tried to place a lot of skill characters here. Doom makes it annoying. I went with full Secret Avengers, and then went with another skill character who was pretty important back in the day. In the initial run of the Doom runs, she was the best healer in the game. Not so much now, but she was built up from the past, which is I put her on this team. And I know that when I'm on offense, I never ever use Night Nurse. So we got our skill characters here. We got Doom just for his annoyance, and then Night Nurse. So hopefully this holds up. Let's go take a look at the save squads. I'll show you what I'm thinking as far as offense. And for me, I like to focus more on offense because what I am looking for is to try to complete all rooms. I'm in a decent tier, the second to the top tier, because that's just where I was placed randomly. But I'm looking to full clear the rooms. So I'm saving Infinity Watch for offense, Weapon X for offense, Darkhold. These guys work very well against the weapon Web Warriors. These guys work very well as well. This may be a decent counter to that weapon, to that mutant node with all the crits there. Maybe not, but we'll have to see what happens there. Wakandans are on defense. These guys are now back on offense, so yeah, we'll be using them to counter the Wakandans. And actually, I say that about the these guys here. I'm not using them anymore, but if you're not, because Ghost Rider and Morbius are on defense, but if you still have them available, Elsa Bloodstone really counters those Web Warriors really nicely. And that is pretty much all I have. The Web Warriors are now on offense. And then this is a team that used to counter Room 6. Actually, the other, yeah, this is a decent team for Room 6. No, this one right here. Kestrel, Black Bolt, Eternals, Emma. This was a decent one for Room 6, but now the rules have changed and yeah, not really using them anymore. This team has got broken apart as well, and then we got our Uncanny X-Men there. That is some of my thoughts going in. For me, I prioritize war, getting as many Crucible credits as possible, so full clearing the rooms. you may want to be more efficient. You may want to try to climb up in your tiers, and for that you may place things like Dark Hole or something on defense. So, but that's what I'm doing. Hopefully this helps you, and like I said, I think we'll get more information on this once we actually have some play that we could do with this. All right, is there any Crucible disadvantage, meaning they don't work like they did for Morgana? I mean, we got the new rules there. You can look at the new rules. I think it's laid out pretty clearly, but as far as what are the best characters, that's what we still have to figure out. Hey, ValleyFlyin, hope all is well. So little else stayed at the time of me writing this. Are they really washing their hands of the July milestone blunder? They gave what is clearly a new player login calendar and a secondary milestone giving 1 million gold. That is pathetic. Yeah, I've never seen a company this greedy company a dime. I've never given this greedy company a dime. So yeah, their initial response of the milestone calendar that went out to everybody, even the players that got all those free rewards, and then that the 1 million gold, that was just a big middle finger to the community. But this response I thought was a lot better. Sending players level 14 above 50,000 Mjolnir fragments for the Summer of Thunder milestone. That is very, very good. Everybody was able to complete these milestones, unlock Jane Foster, and then you could run it a second time, a full set of rewards twice. More tiers added, so everybody's gonna be at least at 50,000 if you claim that inbox message and you were above level 14. And trying to get to 100,000 for double the rewards is what we're chasing after. So this was an excellent response there. And the other thing I like about this response is they're taking ownership and they have action steps to hopefully mitigate some of these bugs in the future. Now, I don't know if I have a lot of confidence that they will eliminate a lot of bugs in the future, but they at least have a plan. Hopefully that plan will work, but they're looking for more testing for quality assurance, longer lead times, and more rigor around data implementation, development of additional tools to mitigate errors. They're always looking to do better. So that was their correct response. This, their initial one they're talking about was a bad response. So that's very good. They bit the bullet, giving everyone the milestones for free like we asked. Thanks God. Great job for you and the other content creators, not letting up and turning things in the right direction for the future. Yeah, so I know some of you don't like the salty videos. I don't like making those as well, but they have a purpose, especially because in the past the devs have said they use that to kind of gauge the feedback and where they should be taking the game. If the game's too easy, too hard, if they're too limiting, and they're usually a little greedier with the rewards because it gives them room to grow. So that is why those videos are done. That is why they're necessary, and yeah. We could get back to being happy in the game, at least for now. Hopefully their action steps do well and they don't continue to break the game. All right. What it do, Valley? Quick question. Have you ever seen Madeline Pryor in the Red Star Orbs? And I have. If we go to my Madeline Pryor in the game right now, I did pull that. I have not seen her at a store. I'm not sure if you were asking about the orbs at the store though, but I have not seen her in the store, but I have seen her in the orbs. I did not get very lucky. I got 2 red stars on her. So she was there at one point, and I think she's still there, especially because BKS actually just pulled a 4 red star for her. So she's in the orbs, not in the store as far as I can tell. I'm not seeing her in the store yet though. So I think that's the big question there. 0.49% and 200 plus characters. That's every patch. The percent goes down and the amount of characters goes up. Orb store are getting crowded. More of a reason for an overhaul. Allow us to choose who we upgrade and when we upgrade right from the character screen. Yeah, that I think that is no more apparent than with the red star system. That is such a trashy system, and it gets worse and worse and worse. Direct upgrades would be cool. I like that they're giving more dark promo credits, normal promo credits, gold and silver. I like that they're giving more of that stuff, but for you to actually have characters show up in the store when you want it, that's the tricky part. You know, I've been wanting another star for Kate Bishop for a little while. I've not seen her when I was ready to upgrade her. I did see her way back in the day, but I've not seen her recently. So yeah, it would be nice to have that direct promotion, because the Red Stars system's been trash since it began. There's been some changes, some for the better, some for the worse, but yeah, the Red Star system always was trash and is still trash. But I do like they're giving more promo credits to give us a little more agency with our rosters there. What is up, Valley from NYC? I have an idea that might be crazy enough to pay off in the long run. Currently in the cosmic nodes of DD5. I'm looking for my legendary tune. I have Omega Red, MILF, Shuri, and Rogue for my 5th. I'm thinking, wait for it, Iron Man. I have extra tech gear and that would work with the rumors of coming out. What do you think? All right, so there's a couple problems with Iron Man. He's a very expensive character. I believe he takes 90 of those unique pieces to get him up to the next level, which means he's an expensive character. Other newer characters like Omega Red, MILF, even Rogue don't take as much gear. So there's an argument for some of the newer characters as opposed to Iron Man. Now, will they change his gear requirements if they give him a rework, if the rumors are true? Probably not. They probably will change his kit maybe to make him work more effectively in other game modes. The rumors that it's supposed to be a new tech team, so maybe taking him from more offense to tech. But I don't see them changing the amount of gear that you would need, and I don't know if he's worth it. I really think that characters are going to be worth it if you plan to use them outside of Dark Dimension 5. Now, if he's a raid character, that would make him worth it, but it is not confirmed, and I don't think we're going to be getting the rework or the next patch till August sometime. So if you're not even close and want to wait and see what happens, then yes. But if you're in Cosmic and just waiting for one more legendary character, just do it now. Don't wait about Iron Man. He may not be getting a rework. His rework might suck. He might suck for Dark Dimension 5, and you may not use him after that. So I would wait or take up a different character that's a lot cheaper and quick. All right, Valley, two-part question for you. What's the best blue ISO 8 for, Morgan or Rogue? I think hands down has to be Morgan right now, at least for me. One, because she has the higher star levels. She has higher red star levels. She's built up. I use her in Arena every single day. And it looks like Rogue is going to have a lot of value in the mutant section of the Doom raids in Arena once she's fully built up yet. But for me right now, I would put that on Morgan and not Rogue. Unless later on you realize that you're using Rogue in every single game mode. That's the characters that I want blue ISO 8 for right now because it's so rare. It's either Morgan or Rogue, or even both suited for Legendary section of Dark Dimension 5. I think both of them. Morgan and Omega Red just walk through that game mode for me, so that was a good one. Rogue, I have not used her firsthand, but everybody that has used her, that I've seen comments from, they are very satisfied in Dark Dimension 5 and the Doom raids. So even at 2 or even at 3 yellow stars and no red stars, so that's how good she's looking right now. I haven't tested her in Arena. I think she may be in Arena trying to remove some of that barrier from some of the Dark Cold characters, but until I get all the yellow stars and red stars for her, I'm probably not going to be testing her in Arena. All right, hey Valley, quick question. What tune would be best to ISO 8 blue for? The Eternals, Doom, or the Dark Cold team? All right, so again, for me, I prioritize Arena. You know, even though we don't have to do Arena battles and a lot of the rankings are just holding, I still think that's a big priority for me because that's where the main source of power cores is. So I prioritize Dark Cold because they're a Arena team. Maybe not the full Dark Cold, but Morgan Le Fay and Agatha are the two most important to get those ISO 8 blues. Those are the only two Dark Cold characters that have ISO 8 blue. Wong is kind of important, Scarlet Witch not at all, and Doctor Strange, Heartless not as important. So maybe 3 of the Dark Cold characters, not all of them. Doctor Doom, I would say later on might be worth it. That would not be a higher priority than someone like Dormammu if you have him. Eternals, I think that's somebody down the road as well. You're not going to be able to do a lot of characters ISO 8 for blue, so because the resources are so limited. So just very select characters, and there's nothing wrong with saving. If you're not sure and you want to see what the meta turns out to be, where you're going to be using these characters the most, then save it and look for the future. But I like Dark Cold. I don't like Doom as much yet. I don't like Eternals much yet. But once the ISO 8 blue comes with a little more abundant, and maybe it won't be. Maybe the only way we're gonna get those is once a month in one of these milestone battles. But once that becomes more abundant, then yeah, Eternals are great, Doom is good. Any character, frankly, that you're using in multiple game modes on a daily basis are gonna be good for that. All right, and it looks like this is the last question. Greetings from New Jersey. That is a state I used to live in. Greetings back from Texas, my brother. Love the content. First time question advice. Right now, sitting on almost 300 gold promo credits. Should I keep hoarding them or use them? I was thinking of bringing us some tunes that are 6 red star, maybe Shang-Chi, Lady Deathstrike, Omega Red Squirrel Girl. I'm also concerning waiting for Gambit. Little background. I do have my big boy Dormammu, got through difficulty 9 for Rogue, and I have all my Darkhold at 6 red. Keep smashing, my brother. All right, so if, man, you got a lot done already, so you don't have to really worry about Squirrel Girl unless you really want to keep working on her. I think it's better to bring 3 characters up to 6 red than 2 characters up to 7 red. The meta changes so quickly that using 150 gold promo credits for 1 character that may be out of the meta in the next patch is a little risky. So I'd rather get 3 characters instead of 2. Shang-Chi is awesome. I think he's a great character for the Doom raids. I use him all the time there. He was a great character to assist in Dark Dimension. Now you know you're already done with Dark Dimension already, but for others, Shang-Chi's very good in Dark Dimension. Lady Deathstrike is awesome as well. I would definitely do Omega Red and Shang-Chi and maybe save if you stuff. Lady Deathstrike is great. I don't know if I would use 100 gold promo credits to get her 6-star. And then Squirrel Girl, you've already done, you've already had a really good run for Rogue. And you already have Dormammu, so I don't know if you really need to do Squirrel Girl right now. So, yeah. Omega Red, Shang-Chi, and then save for your 3rd character. And last but not least, we have the data mines, the question that I asked at the beginning of the video. Where is Tower Mode? We saw this data mine about what's coming in the blog post, and we did see information about the Space Viking event. Nothing about character availability. I wonder who they were gonna make farmable. Maybe they forgot somebody. Maybe these issues with these Summer of Thunder milestones caused so many issues that they just forgot that a character is supposed to be farmable or available. So I'm not sure if this got delayed or just got canceled. Tower Mode, and not mode, singular, modes with an S, plural. I wonder what this was supposed to mean. This didn't go, obviously this wasn't in last week's blog post, but at one time it was intended for them to talk about tower modes and character availability in the blog post. So maybe the plan has changed, maybe we got delayed. We'll have to see. A big question mark there, and weekly events. So that was it. That was all that was in the blog post, and that is it for this mailbag video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got your question answered, and we will be back. We do this every single Monday, guys. So if you want to get your question featured, make sure you are a member to Discord. The link is down below. Check out NordPass, the sponsor of this video. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content, and I will see you guys next time. Give me that Hulk fist bump. Have a great rest of your day. ValleyFlyin out.